Get ready for the action, because the 54th running of the ADAC RAVENOL 24H Nurburgring delivered unbelievable drama. We dive into the race where Max Verstappen almost claimed victory, watching how the Mercedes AMG Team Verstappen Racing GT3 battled through the forest of the Eifel region, and what went down when a critical driveline issue forced the car out after 21 hours of intense racing. Daniel Juncadella on the Nurburgring 24 hours. Juncadella shares his thoughts on Max Verstappen's performance, his feelings about the drive shaft failure, and hints at what this experience might mean for the four-time champion's return next year. Don't miss this full breakdown. Tune in now. The 54th running of the ADAC RAVENOL 24-hour Nurburgring proved to be a dramatic spectacle, culminating in a hard-fought victory for Mercedes AMG, despite a near win for Formula One star Max Verstappen. The race captivated 352,000 spectators who filled the Eifel region, with the event selling out completely for the first time ever on Saturday. Max Verstappen and his teammates Lucas Auer, Jules Gounon, and Daniel Juncadella led for the majority of the race in their Mercedes AMG GT3. However, a critical driveline issue forced the car to retire after 21 hours, handing the lead to teammate Maro Engel in the Mercedes AMG 80 car for the final stint, securing the checkered flag for Mercedes AMG. Verstappen's participation generated significant excitement, as the Mercedes AMG Team Verstappen Racing GT3 maintained a strong lead throughout. The drama intensified when Verstappen pulled into the pits at 21 hours and 30 minutes, but Juncadella was pulled out shortly after due to a driveline vibration. Mercedes AMG Motorsport confirmed the issue, stating that the drive shaft was broken, necessitating a lengthy repair due to associated damage. Behind the Mercedes, the battle for second place was fiercely contested. The 84 Red Bull team ABT Lamborghini Huracan GT3 EVO2, driven by Luca Engstler, Mirko Bortolotti, and Patrick Niederhauser, started strongly but faced a time penalty for an unserved Code 60 violation. This penalty would have moved the Lamborghini into third place, pushing the 34 Walkenhorst Motorsport Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 EVO up to second. The Aston Martin held its position until the final moments, when a Code 60 for a broken-down backmarker on the final stretch reduced its lead to less than the penalty applied to the Lamborghini. Consequently, the Lamborghini secured second place, with the Aston Martin finishing third as rain began to fall over the Nurburgring. This result marked the first Mercedes victory at the N24 in a decade, with Maro Engel, the race winner, being part of the decade-ago winning team. The Team Verstappen AMG GT3 was eventually repaired sufficiently to participate in the finish, with Verstappen at the wheel 20 laps down. Max Verstappen expressed his desire to return to the event next year, suggesting another sold-out race. The report concludes with a brief nod to the origins of automotive criticism, referencing Mark Vaughan's journey from growing up with classic Ford vehicles to becoming an editor covering Formula One and sports prototypes. Saucony has entered the competitive super trainer market with the Paramount Max, positioned as an unplatted, high-cushion option priced at $200. Reviewers highlight the shoe's highly responsive and bouncy ride, driven by Saucony's proprietary Incredi RUN supercritical TPE racing foam, which delivers a dynamic, trampoline-like rebound, and excellent shock absorption, making it ideal for long runs and daily, slower-paced mileage. The Paramount Max is designed for pace versatility, comfortably spanning from recovery runs to slower tempo efforts. Its construction features a deluxe, breathable perforated mesh upper with a plush gusseted tongue, offering outstanding comfort and foothold without excessive padding. Despite a substantial stack height of 43 at the heel and 37 at the forefoot, the shoe maintains surprising stability thanks to a wide forefoot platform flare of 120 and extensive rubber outsole coverage. However, the shoe is not without trade-offs. At approximately 9.62 ounces for a men's US 9, it is not the lightest option available. Furthermore, the extreme bounce of the foam has been noted by some runners, particularly those with smaller frames, as potentially causing biomechanical fatigue and hip soreness over time. Some reviewers also found the shoe clunky at specific paces. In terms of fit, the shoe is generally true to size, with reviewers noting that while the upper is plush, the overall fit is secure, with the broad toe box accommodating foot change as well. The midsole features medial, more vertical sidewalls, providing necessary support without making the shoe feel like a dedicated stability shoe. The outsole is almost fully covered in thick, segmented rubber, designed to provide traction and stability, with rubber segments following the bones of the foot for decoupling flex. While the ride is energetic and fun, some comparisons suggest that for more nimble experiences, lighter alternatives exist. The Paramount Max is positioned as a high-performance, fun trainer, offering a glimpse into top-tier race foam technology at a competitive price point. Bayern Munich is reportedly moving forward with plans to offload goalkeeper Alex Nübel, a decision that has prompted commentary from club officials. Following revelations from Christoph Freund that Nübel is no longer part of the team's future plans, Director of Sports Max Verstappen weighed in on the situation. Verstappen confirmed that the club has already communicated clearly to Nübel's management regarding potential contract extensions for Manuel Neuer and Sven Ulreich. Verstappen explained the rationale behind the potential departure, stating, "We already have Jonas Erbig as the second-choice goalkeeper, therefore it will be difficult for Alex to remain with us." Verstappen expressed confidence in Nübel's future, concluding that, "I'm sure he will have many options to continue his career at another big club." Nübel, who joined the club on loan in 2023, has featured in over 128 matches for VfB Stuttgart across all competitions during his time there. Neu Dung Kai Tight. Daniel Juncadella suggested that the recent disappointing finish for Max Verstappen at the Nurburgring 24 hours might serve as motivation for the four-time Formula One world champion to return to endurance racing. The incident occurred when Verstappen, driving the three Mercedes GT3 alongside Juncadella, Jules Gounon, and Lucas Auer, suffered a driveshaft failure with 3 hours remaining, forcing Juncadella to pit from the lead and ultimately handing the victory to the sister windward Mercedes team. /and speaking to Motorsport.com, Juncadella described the team's reaction, stating, "heartbroken like all of us. But at the end of the day as well, he came here without any fear to face himself against the best in our job. He excelled in what he did. He gave an amazing show to all the people. This created an amazing awareness for motorsport for the future, and he had a lot of fun." And Juncadella emphasized the competitive nature of the team and their ambition, noting, "Of course, he's a competitive character like myself, like all of us, and we want to win. Our ultimate dream is not complete, but maybe that's a reason for him to come back again next year." And Verstappen delivered a faultless performance during the event, particularly impressing in his first and second stints where he secured the overall lead and set lap times that others could not match on the Nordschleife. This comes as Verstappen's endurance racing commitments are growing, with Juncadella believing the Dutchman is also interested in competing in other major 24-hour events like Le Mans and Spa-Francorchamps. And Juncadella shared his personal connection to the event, recalling his experience sharing the car with Verstappen on the Nordschleife. He expressed appreciation for the shared experiences and lessons learned, adding, I enjoyed all the time I spent with him, everything we shared, everything he learned from us with our experience, and everything we learned from him. To many more, hopefully. And despite the challenging outcome, Juncadella acknowledged the immense talent of the champion, describing him as an amazing talent and a very good all-rounder, suggesting he is perhaps the biggest talent motorsport has ever witnessed. Juncadella also highlighted the importance of teamwork and learning, stating that his own strength lies in being a sponge to learn from teammates, and that delivering strong performances is enhanced by having supportive teammates and enjoying the process.